season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Florida's offense comes onto the field first today. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Handoff from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The give to the tailback. Sliding off the defender. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season.
He gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The play action fake. He's going to take off. Looking for room at the 25. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
They call third down money down for a reason. Like second down, they get the sack, put them in a situation where it's a known passing situation. And how about this offense, man? They're trying to throw the football down the field, but this guy doesn't panic. He doesn't flinch. Does a nice job. Nobody covered. Doesn't force the football. And even better, takes off, scrambles, and gets the big first down for this offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the... The Gators sending the offense back to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think...
There he goes! The 30. He's at the touchdown, Gators! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Time to take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him.
Touchdown, Cal! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he added the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to...
Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Listen, the big hog mollies up front, the big offensive line paved the way for a big first down.
The Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Open space at the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he wanted to get it to the big man, and I would too, by the way. You got a 6'4", 6'5", 6'17" wide receiver out there. You want to throw it up so he can make a play. Set those feet first, then you give it to him.
Might be changing the route. They'll try the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They're facing a third down. He's looking to pass. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
And the extra point is good. And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's the handoff. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses it.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game.
Throws toward the end zone. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Wants to go up top. Pucks it out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
The Gators trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Might be calling a hot route. They want to throw it. Under fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, looking for a man. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to fire. Touchdown, Gators! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to him, and then turn your head.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
They booted away on 4th down. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. He might want another play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Gets it out fast. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got room on the return. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Golden Bear. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop.
make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Andrews. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators are on the move. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work for the first down in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
At the 10-yard line, it's third down.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators will try to punch it in on first and goal. He'll set up to throw. They'll run the screen. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! A great catch and run for 6.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
They're trailing by 10 to Miami. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. This time on target. No chance to run, but still a good gain. And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. They get to him as he throws. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Longo. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Golden Bears will hustle to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. They're working that left side. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Looking for a huge play. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Price. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators!
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snagged in the middle. It's Longo. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy completion. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Wants to throw it. He's taking the shot. Got it inside the 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Off play action. Looking to buy time. Trying to make... Only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. They'll go to the ground. Stop right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Going for it all. Touchdown, Florida! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.